Hello, I'm Johnny Chimpo, and welcome back to Adventures with Johnny Chimpo, me. Right now I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and we're about to get started on the second episode in my Dash Across America series. For this episode, we're going to be running a Doordash shift, and I'm getting ready to log in right now. I haven't quite logged in yet. My expectation or my plan is to get logged in, and hopefully in not too much time be able to make enough money to cover today's travel expenses. I started out the day in the Midwest. I am now in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm going to input some screenshots, I think, of these receipts, but so far I have spent $17.83 on gasoline once, and then $17.35 on a second gasoline stop. And my only food so far today, because I've just been snacking here in the car, is $1.61, which I showed yesterday, or not yesterday, in the last episode, for a hot dog and a soda from Costco. So I don't really need to be too aggressive. I'm only going to make 50 bucks. It is currently in the late afternoon, just past rush hour here in Kansas City. So hopefully I can get some good orders. I'll take some screenshots, try to get them inputted, maybe even show you here on camera a little bit, and then run these orders, and I'll let you know how it goes. This could be an epic failure. It could be a good success. Either way, we're going to give it a shot, and if it works out, hopefully the sooner rather than later we can hit the road and find a quick spot to overnight in the car here. I will be giving a tour of how I'm going to be doing this trip completely, like I explained in the last episode. I don't know when that tour is going to be. It'll be soon, and then I'll upload that. But for now, let's give this Dashing Across America thing a try. This will be my first attempt. I'm going to be running some orders around in an area I'm completely unfamiliar with. I've never been here. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know which restaurants I'm supposed to avoid or anything like that. I've got no knowledge at all. I'm just going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Oh, and in case I haven't reminded you lately, can you please click the subscribe button with the notification bell on? It would be very helpful for me. Tell your friends about the video and leave a comment down below. I'm going to remind you again at the end of this video to do that as well. I would very much appreciate it. All right, let's get this dash started. All right, looks like the first one we're going to accept is 2.8 miles for $6. You see it right there. I don't really want to take anything over 3 miles. That's going to be about my limit, is the 6 mile mark, or the 3 mile mark. So we'll take that one and give it a shot and see what happens. We'll go to the Chipotle, which I think is just across the street from where I'm at. It shouldn't take but a minute to get there, and we'll let you know how that goes. All right, I've picked up the food from Chipotle. I have it in the back seat. This first delivery, even though it's only $6, is still over $2 a mile, which is good. It's also right here on the same road, which, since I'm unfamiliar with the area, makes it really easy to come back to the area I was targeting. And it's a delivery to a business, which makes it even easier. So everything is all good. I'll let you know when I'm done with this delivery. All right, that was easy enough. That delivery is completed. Now on to the next one, hopefully. Just so you know, I'm not going to probably talk to the camera for every single delivery. In fact, this is my second offer. The first one I turned down because it was $4.50 for like 5.5 miles. And I'm turning down one right now where it's just an 8 mile delivery, and I don't want to go that far away from my starting point. I got to be honest with you, not knowing the area, not knowing the restaurants, not knowing the roads, it's a little intimidating. So my goal is to only do short distances. Ooh, excuse me. So when that one, I just got offered $8.75 for a 6-mile delivery. It's not quite enough per mileage, you know, dollars per mile, and it's just too far. So we'll see what happens next. All right, sorry about the sun. I'm not quite getting used to this yet. I forgot to screenshot it. I forgot to show the camera, but I did just accept my second order. It's a Chili's order. It was for $8 for just under 4 miles. So we're gonna go to Chili's now, wherever that's at. I don't even know where that's at yet. And we're gonna pick that up. It says it's only 1 mile from where I'm at. Sorry about that. And I'll let you know how that goes once I get the order picked up. All right, we picked up the order, and now we're heading to the customer. I broke my rules. This is about 3.2 miles, but it's for $8, so it's still over $2 a mile. So it'll be all right. Hopefully it'll be a nice, smooth delivery, just like the last one is. And we'll see how this goes. Once I get this delivery completed, I'll get back with you and let you know how it goes. I'm going to try to remember to do screenshots, or at least show the phone to the camera. Like I said, this is my first time doing a Doordash video, so please apologize for my deficiencies, the fact that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, thank you. We'll see you in a bit. All right, that turns out that delivery was to an auto parts store, so that's good. I always like delivering to businesses. It makes it easier, a little bit less stressful. And the customer actually ended up tipping more. So instead of the $8, I got $10, which I was just going to show you, and then I get another offer, so I can't actually show you. All right, so on to the next offer. It's an $8 offer for 3.6 miles. That's, again, better than $2 a mile, so I will take it, and we'll see where this leads us. Let me get to this restaurant, and I get the order picked up, and I'll be back with you in a minute. All right, I did that pickup from, what was the name of that place? Lemongrass Thai Cuisine. Clearly, it's a local place. I've never been to it before, because I've never been here before. It was a pretty sizable order, so I'm hoping there's going to be a little hidden tip. It was a first for me. You know, I've only been driving Doordash for 6 or 8 months, and in the area I am, you just don't see red card orders, and this was a red card order, and I didn't notice it. It turns out that's not really a big deal, but I had never done it before, so that's a new experience. So along with a new area, I get a new experience. All right, I'm going to go make this delivery. Looks like the light just turned green, so I'll be back with you shortly. While I'm completing this delivery, it's worth noting that when I started this, I said I only want to do short mileage ones, so I wasn't getting pulled away from the area that was recommended to me to work. The thing is I had a secondary location that was recommended, and these orders have been pulling me into that area. So even though it's a little unnerving sometimes not knowing what you're doing, because I had been recommended the area that I'm in now, it actually isn't that big of a deal, although I keep getting pulled farther and farther and farther out. So after this order gets delivered, I'm likely going to pause my dash and just reposition to ensure I'm not getting too far off base and get back to the areas that were recommended to me. So once I get this delivery done, I'll let you know if there was a bonus on this tip or if it was just a straight $8. I believe it's probably going to be closer to 10. And then I'll let you know, and I'll be back with you shortly. As I suspected, as you can see, it wasn't $8. I don't know if it's going to focus. It was actually $12. So I ended up getting $12 for 3.2 miles. Can't argue with that. Now it's on to the next one. All right, we've repositioned back to close to where we started, and I'm going to resume the dash and see what happens. I don't even know what my total is at the moment. We're about to find out. I'm at $28. I need to make 36 to break even, plus I need a little bit of budget for dinner tonight, so I figure 46 to be safe. I'm just gonna get some fast food. I have a bunch of snacks here in the car, so I don't really need much. $5 honestly would probably do it, but let's just sit here and see what comes our way. I'll let you know what happens. Again, I promise I'm gonna get better at this. I'm gonna do more screenshots. I'm gonna try to show the camera, the phone a little bit more often. I'm not doing a very good job of that either. We'll get it figured out though. We'll do it together. I'll prove over time. It is now close to 7 o'clock in the PM. I'm hoping to be done with this by 8 so I can move on up the road and find a place that I can overnight here in the car and see what happens. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, we got an order here that I'm going to accept. It's still up on my phone, so I'm gonna try to show it to you. It's $13 for 3.4 miles. It is a double order, but again, it's $13 for 3.4 miles. So the dollars to mile ratio is right where we want it to be. It looks like the deliveries are only, I don't know, maybe a mile, mile and a half apart, something to that effect. So let's give this a whirl. That'll put us at a little over 30. We only need one more delivery after that of a decent amount. So we're going to pick this one up, and I'll get with you when we're done. Since it's a double order, I'm not going to talk in the middle of this order. I'm just going to get it done. So I'll be back with you as soon as I get this all figured out. All right, that double order has been picked up and dropped off. There was no hidden tip, unfortunately, but my daily total is still at $42. I only need to get to 50. I just picked up a 1.2 mile order for $6, so I'll need to do this one and one more. Oh, by the way, the last two orders was Panda Express and Wingstop. Two of my least favorite places, to be honest with you, but it went pretty okay. Panda was a little bit of a wait, but it wasn't too bad. And now I'm going to a Chinese restaurant, and it's near where I just dropped off. If I can find it, looks like it's right here. There it is. And I'll get that one all taken care of, and I'll get back with you when I'm done with that one. All right, that was a pretty easy one. I picked up the order at that Chinese food place, which I don't remember the name of. And by the time I got there and got the order, it was a little under a mile to the drop-off point. Nice and easy. Oh, now I'm getting a Taco Bell order for 4.5 miles for $4. We'll decline that one. What do you think? I think that order is way too small. But my total for the day is $47, so I'm actually past the point where I need to be, but I'm going to go ahead and do one more order. I'm just going to be very selective of it. It's going to be a short one, just to put me over the $50 mark. And once I get to that, my dash for today will be over. And then the only thing left to do for this video is find a place that I can park this car overnight and sleep in it. And then I've got some work to do, of course, to get these videos uploaded onto my computer and hopefully get a good night's sleep so I can be back with you tomorrow. All right, I will see you in a minute. All right, we've picked up our last order. It is a little bit farther in distance than what I wanted to do. It's like 4.7 miles, but the total for the delivery was $9. That'll put me in a ballpark of $56 for the day, and I only needed to do about 41, so that's good. So this will be my last order. I'm on my way to the Applebee's right now, following the GPS clearly, because I have no idea where it's at. Once I get the order picked up, I will get back with you. Let's just take a look at the order real quick. It looks like it is a 12-ounce filet and 2 for $22. So it's probably about a $35 order. I don't think there'll be any hidden tip with that. So we'll get that picked up, and once I do, I'll come back with you again and let you know how it went. All right, we got that order pretty quickly. I'm sitting in the car, getting ready to take off. About to hit the GPS button, but I want to talk first because it's really annoying. I'm starting to learn a little bit. I still ain't hitting the screenshots, by the way, but I'll get there. All right, so this delivery is going to be about 5 to 5.2 miles. So I'm going to rock it out, get it done, and then we'll talk about it at the end. This will be my last one for the day. So then we'll sum everything up here in a little bit. All right, see you in a bit. All right, I'm going to turn this little light on to help with the light a little bit. Completed my last delivery. I apologize, I was not ready to take a screenshot or show the camera because I figured the $9 delivery, that was going to be all I got, but I ended up getting paid $15 for that one, which puts my total for this dash at $62. I logged in and started dashing at 5:30. It is now 7:57. We'll round it up to 8. So it's a 2.5 hour dash. I made $62. I'd say it's a pretty successful night. I only needed to make 41 to cover my expenses for the day, so we made a little extra. I hope we can continue to do this in every place we go, which we'll get to those later. You'll find out if you come back and continue to watch the episodes in this series. But for now, I'm going to go get myself some dinner. I'm going to save the receipt. It won't be anything fancy. To be honest with you, I'm thinking about just going to McDonald's because I got the 2 for $5s there right now, which I happen to enjoy, and it makes my expenses even less. And then once I do that, we'll mosey on down the road, find a place where we can overnight in the car, and I'm going to do a little wrap up, and we'll be done with this episode. So I will be back with you as soon as all those things take place, and we'll wrap this thing up, and that'll be it for the day. All right, everybody, how's it going? It's time to wrap up this episode of Dashing Across America. Remember, I am Johnny Chimpo. This is Adventures with me, Johnny Chimpo. We just completed a Doordash shift, if you want to call it that, in Kansas City. The idea behind it was to pay for the day's expenses. I think we did that plus a little extra, which is always good. I decided that instead of staying the night in Kansas City, I was going to go a few miles up the road to a smaller town where it's a little quieter, because I am staying in the car for this entire series. I'll be basically living out of my car, just to see how that goes. It also helps to reduce expenses. I'm in a town called Ottawa, Kansas. I do know there is a county park or a state park, something like that has a visitor center. I found it the other day on freecamping.net. The problem with that is it's supposed to be a great place to overnight. They do allow it. It's free, dispersed camping, but you have to call ahead. If you don't call ahead, the rangers don't have you on file. They will wake you up in the middle of the night and kick you out. I did not get that done in time, so the place closed. So instead, I went and decided to do the old standby. I opened up the All Stays app. I took a look. I found this place. It seemed like a good place to try. It looks like a nice, quiet area, so we're going to give it a shot. Once we get this wrap up done, I'm going to get everything set up and try to get a little bit of sleep after I do a little bit of work. You will get a tour, like I said a couple times before, of my setup here in my car. By the way, my car is a Ford Focus. Once I do that tour and I find a good place to do that tour, you'll see everything that I see. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this up. Well, first I'm going to show you where I'm at. Okay, let's just turn the camera around a little bit. We'll zoom in a little bit. My battery's almost dead. All right, I guess I didn't have enough battery to finish this video. Okay, so I changed the battery, so we should be good to go now for a little while. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around. You'll see, let me roll the window down to make it a little bit easier since the windows are tinted, where I ended up. Can you see that? Let me zoom in just a little bit for you. That's right. I am in a Walmart parking lot. I'm okay with this. You know, I've taken many cross-country trips in my RV, and I have on occasions stayed in Walmart parking lots. I looked this one up on the All Stays app. We'll talk more about that later. It got good reviews. It's one of the Walmarts that still allows the overnight camping. As long as you are smart about it, we can continue to keep that. In other words, don't throw your trash in the parking lot. Don't throw piss bottles in the parking lot and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's where we're at. We're at the Walmart parking lot. It seems really relatively quiet. There's not a lot of traffic. It's kind of off the main road, so there's not going to be a lot of road noise here either, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's get back to wrapping up this video real quick, and that way I can get some batteries charging for tomorrow, and I can get some work done with these videos, get them off the memory cards, etc. Okay. So my total expenses for today, I got gas twice, I ate lunch, we've already talked about that, and for dinner I did what I said I was going to do. I went through the drive-thru, got the 2 for $5 at McDonald's. It was a little bit more than that. I'll show you the receipt here in a second. My total expenses for the day was $43.79. I don't know if it'll focus on that or not, but we're gonna try. Here, do it this way, cover my face, maybe it'll work. And there we go, $43. Whoops, I'm sorry. That actually is the Doordash, so we'll just look at that real quick. My total for the Doordash today, I did 7 dashes. Total was $62. My active time on those dashes was 1 hour and 57 minutes. The total time that I was logged in to do those 7 deliveries was 2 hours and 30 minutes. So 2.5 hours, I made $62 even. Let's try this once more time. All right, and that's my total expenses. I don't know why it shows up backwards. But anyway, it's $43.79 was my expenses. So if you take the $62 away from there, I actually made $18.21 over what I needed to cover today's expenses. I would call that a win. So unfortunately, it's not a failure, so you don't have me to laugh at for being a big dumb idiot for trying to do this. So night one, the Kansas City Dash went very well. I'm going to show you the receipts real quick, the best that I can. Like I said, I don't know how it'll show up in the camera. I'll maybe put some screenshots in if you can't. Keep in mind, I've never edited a film before. This series is the first ones, so I'm gonna do the best that I can do. I'll insert screenshots, or not screenshots, photos of these receipts if I can, just so you know I'm not full of it. The first tank of gas we got was at Costco. We did that in Des Moines, Iowa. The total for that was $17.35. There, I think it's focusing on it right there. And then while we were at Costco, I ate lunch. We talked about that. Costco sells the $1.50 hot dog and soda. And for some reason, now the damn camera's not focusing on me. Well, we'll show you this receipt anyway. It cost $1.61. There's the receipt right there. And then the next tank of gas we got was in Kansas City, just before we started dashing. I don't even know the name of the place. A temp stop, whatever that is. It was a BP. This is pretty small writing, but I'll show you anyway. It cost me $17.83. See if it'll focus. There it goes. So there's that receipt for the second tank of gas, and then finally my dinner, which was McDonald's, like I said. And the total for that was literally $7 even. This one is going to be really, really hard to read. I'll throw it up there anyway. But it was $7. I don't think you're going to be able to read that one. And we'll save those receipts. I'll take some pictures of them and maybe insert them in this video. All right, so that's it for the day. This was episode 2 of Dashing Across America with Johnny Chimpo. That is me. My channel is Adventures with Johnny Chimpo. If you like the video, please do me a favor. Subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss anything coming up, because we do have another travel video tomorrow that I'll be making to our next destination, where we're going to dash again tomorrow evening or afternoon. Like and subscribe, like I said. Tell your friends about the video, and please leave a comment down below. Once I get these posted, I will happily take any type of constructive criticism to help me do things a little bit better than what I've been doing them today. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.